value equations and inequalities. The general idea is to try to get the absolute value by itself first. Okay, so, and then the other thing to watch out for is just make sure to check your answers, because sometimes things get wonky with the negative signs. You're going to want to plug it back in to make sure it makes sense. So with this equation here, we're going to just algebraically get the absolute value by itself. Add 1 to both sides. And then when you use the absolute value, when the absolute value is by itself, you can solve twice. Once as if it just wasn't even there. And then once as if the inside of the absolute value equaled negative 11. Right? Because that would also be a valid solution. If this is negative 11, the absolute value of negative 11 makes positive 11. Okay, so we can add 7 to both sides. Oh, there we go. So 8x equals 18, and then that means x is going to be, what do we got, 9 over 4 when you simplify. Divide 8 from both sides. And then over here, do the same thing, add 7 to both sides, so get 8x is negative 4, which means x is negative 1/2. Just check your answer, plug it back in, 9/4. That makes 18 minus 7 makes 11, 11 minus 1 makes 10. That one checks out. Then plug negative 4 minus 7 makes negative 11. Absolute value of negative 11 is 11. 11 minus 1 makes 10, so they both check out. So 9/4, negative 1/2. That's all we got. That's all they need. Let me try to find an inequality here. I'm going to use the instructor cheat button to save time. There's an inequality. Let's do one of the easy inequalities, and you can let me know if you want help with harder inequalities here. And they want interval notation, so I guess if you haven't done that topic yet, that'll be a good one to practice. Same type of thing. Get the absolute value by itself first, and then to solve, you solve it once as if the inside was less than 5, and then solve it one more time, just like we did before. But look, if you're going to make this be a negative 5, everything's topsy-turvy in negative land. You've got to switch the inequality symbol when you write that negative 5. Oops, I said equals. Solve them just like you normally would. Subtract 19 from both sides. Subtract 19 from both sides. So we got those two inequalities. So in interval notation, x can be less than negative 14, but x has to be greater than negative 24. So we use parentheses because it doesn't have the or equals to symbol underneath. It doesn't have the line underneath. So it's between negative 24 and negative 14. Okay, I think that's everything we need to. Well, the questions get harder, but that's the basic idea. You can definitely let me know, though, if you get stuck.